Hey there, fin crime enthusiasts, buckle up because today we're diving deep into the jaw-dropping saga of Ronnie McCarthy, a name synonymous with one of the greatest financial frauds in history. This isn't just a story about stealing money, it's about how trust, charisma, and deception came together in a perfect storm to ensnare thousands. Are you ready? Let's go! The atmosphere was electric on Wall Street in the 90s. Everyone was making money, and the dot-com boom was in full swing. Enter Ronnie McCarthy, a well-respected financier with a picture-perfect image. With his impressive credentials and charming demeanor, he could talk the talk and walk the walk. But what you didn't see behind those boardroom doors was a sinister game unfolding. It was a world where ambition and greed danced hand in hand. But how did he manage to pull off this elaborate scheme? It's all about the allure of extraordinary returns. McCarthy promised consistent double-digit returns, regardless of market conditions. In a volatile market, who wouldn't flock to a man who made investing seem so easy? Here's the kicker, he didn't just tell people about his unbelievable returns, he showed them, or rather, he fabricated them. McCarthy's operation was essentially a classic Ponzi scheme. Initially, he used the contributions of new investors to pay profits to existing investors, creating the illusion of a profitable investment. It was a magician's trick. The more people were wowed, the more eager they were to hand over their money. And just like a magician, the trick always relies on misdirection. He capitalized on the trust he built over decades. McCarthy attracted high-profile investors including celebrities and major financial institutions. The more prestigious his clients were, the more new investors wanted to join the bandwagon, believing they were part of an exclusive club. Think about it. Who wouldn't want to be associated with the elite? But Ronnie had another trick up his sleeve. He created false statements and reports to show how much profit investors were making, keeping them lulled into a false sense of security. These documents looked official, filled with detailed portfolios and phony records painting a picture of success. It was a financial mirage, an elaborate web of lies that drew victims in with the promise of wealth. Then came the perfect storm, 2008, when the financial crisis shook the world. Suddenly, investors wanted to cash out, but here's the catch. McCarthy didn't have the funds available because he had been using new investments to pay off others. It was a precarious position, and as panic set in, his elaborate house of cards began to crumble faster than he could have ever imagined. On December 10, 2008, with the walls closing in, McCarthy confessed to his children that his business was a fraud. They reported him to the authorities, leading to his arrest and shocking revelations that would reverberate through the financial world. Here was a man who had built an empire on trust, ripping the rug out from under it in the blink of an eye. The revelation rocked Wall Street to its very core. So, what was the aftermath of this massive deception? The fallout was catastrophic. Thousands lost their life savings, charities faced bankruptcy, and countless lives were shattered. Families had to rebuild from scratch, many left with nothing. This was a cruel reminder of how easily trust can be exploited, and a lesson on the dangers of blind faith in charismatic figures. McCarthy was ultimately convicted of 11 federal felonies and sentenced to 150 years in prison. But the real question that lingers is a chilling one. How did he manage to scam so many for so long? It all comes down to human psychology, greed, trust, and the allure of easy money. As we dissect this tragic tale, it's vital to remember the lessons learned for investors everywhere. Conduct due diligence, watch for red flags, and remember that if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. What do you think about Ronnie McCarthy's scam? Were you surprised by how it unfolded? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more thrilling financial tales, and share this video with anyone who needs a reality check on trust and investments. Until next time, stay informed and keep your finances savvy.